Thank you for chipping in to another Cyberpunk Red Law update, this time focusing on cyber fashion and digital fabrics. Style over substance. It doesn't matter how well you do something as long as you look good doing it. In Cyberpunk Red, cyber fashion, clothing and bodily modification play a pivotal role in defining your journey in Night City. After all, in the distinct visual aesthetic of a cyberpunk future, style is everything. Style in cyberpunk is as much a skill as it is an art, but do not be misled into thinking that if you wear the latest samurai jacket and copy Femvi's hairstyle, you are good to go. People will not be impressed with your look unless you've got the attitude to back it up. Don't just walk into a room, enter it like you already own the place. In Cyberpunk Red, cyber fashion encompasses a cornucopia of options. Perhaps you may wish to embrace chrome and replace a limb with the latest cyberware prosthetics just to make a fashion statement. That does not sound appealing? Remember, it's hip and aware to have high-tech grafted onto your body somewhere. If you have the eddies, you probably have at least a couple of enhancements, a few software chips installed in your nervous system to interface with your computer, remember your appointments, the ever-popular daytimer chip for example, and improve your reflexes. If you're cybered up, you probably have interface plugs to operate computers and vehicles mentally. Maybe your eyes are cyber optics with a recording function and the latest iris tint. Polychrome is currently in vogue, or your hearing is boosted to better hear the gossip in the executive lounge. Some of the notable cyber fashion you can adorn yourself with are as follows. With tech hair, the shafts of this artificial hair are impregnated with various types of reactive chemicals. Some types are temperature sensitive and change color depending on the weather. Others contain pigments that store and emit colored light in patterns. Tech hair can be implanted in mohawks, hairpieces, whiskers, and other places of interest, which I will leave to your imagination. Considered essential by solos, the Biomon.
Jacking into Biomon. Sandra Dorset, NC 570442. Got a winner. Or she will be if we can get her to a hospital. Sheesh. Trauma Team Platinum, too.
Is mounted just below the skin of the forearm and can provide information on variables such as pulse, respiration, brainwaves, blood sugar, temperature, and cholesterol levels. As seen in Cyberpunk 2077, FMV uses her Biomon to check the status of Sandra Dorset during the quest Breaking Through. These Biomon data panels show the user's name, ID, age, gender, blood type, trauma team membership, GPS, and list the user's medications. Light tattoos are light-emitting chemical patches inserted under the first couple layers of skin. Shift pads are colored contact lenses designed to mimic certain aspects of more expensive cyber optics. They change color depending upon temperature or emotions. Chemskins are special dyes and chemicals which are impregnated into the skin. Some change the skin color to a new shade as desired. Others are temperature sensitive and shift colors in vibrant patterns when warmed or cooled. Very expensive chemskins are sensitive to hormonal changes. You could buy a chemskin that would make yellow and black tiger stripes appear on your skin when you become sexually aroused. Synth skins are a more sophisticated version of light tattoo technology. A synth skin is a layer of color shifting plastic bonded to the character's outer skin. A synth skin can be adjusted to display colors, patterns, or other special effects. Cyber optics can mimic normal eyes, although a wide variety of fashion iris colors are available. Amber, white, burgundy, and violet are very popular. Some versions are transparent with glitter or light swirling inside of them. Others are super chromed for a more cyber look. Some can change eye color at will to match clothes and surroundings. Some even have tiny designer logos around the iris. Cyber optics with cameras or weapons usually load from the front, with the iris opening when the front of the eye is depressed. As for clothing, quality gear such as a samurai jacket is far more than just an ordinary leather jacket, for such clothes are often composed of digital fabrics. Digital fabric allows integration microcircuitry into the weave of material, allowing the cloth to have properties beyond mere adornment and protection. Some weaves incorporate light-emitting threading that allows the material to act as a video receiver. Other weaves are made up of vibrating monofibers that allows the cloth to emit it sounds. You also have the option to embed pheromone sprayers that emit perfumes or other scents. Still others have temperature regulation systems or sensors that can pick up the body's natural electrical fields to gain important information on the wearer's condition. Most buttons and zippers incorporate microcomputers to control these functions. Heat-sensitive patches and badges also allow the user to control functions of the digital fabric by adding a patch or badge. You can often integrate new functions into an existing piece of clothing, so a samurai logo might hold a greater purpose than just style and showing one's allegiance to Johnny Silverhand. There are also 5 distinct categories of cyberfashion, which allows for a myriad of customization opportunities beyond the usual leather armor jacket and mirror shades. Cheap and disposable, generic clothing is not particularly noteworthy or cool, and perhaps cannot even be considered as cyberfashion. Leisure wear is effectively the athletic version of generic clothing, with a little more style and pizzazz. Polylog, an artificial fabric with chameleon characteristics. The fabric is woven from electrically reactive polymers, which change their color based on a mild current. Polylog clothing is vulnerable to EMP, making it an unlikely choice for combat situations. Much more palatable for those with discerning taste is Urban Flash Cyberfashion, which encompasses a variety of video jackets, color-shifting fabrics, leathers, metal trim, and the wildest wear around. This attire is heavily associated with chroma and booster gangs. Business wear comes in a form of suits or semi-formal dresses. While no combat edgerunner would be caught dead in these clothes, some fixers and rocker boys are known to wear these. One must be the epitome of cool to wear edgerunner cyberfashion and not look like a rookie. This look is predominated by stylishly functional gear that looks armored and combat ready. Edgerunner style uses synth leather, metal hardware, and non-reflective colors that don't attract attention in the combat zone. This look is rather intimidating and business only, so don't expect to attract the opposite sex while wearing edgerunner. Also expect street punks to screw around with you more if you do not have the necessary cool to be wearing it. Finally, we have high cyber fashion, the pinnacle of capitalist commodity fetishism. High cyber fashion falls within the realm of supermodels, social elite, and most brain-down stars. If you're not wearing high fashion in the trendiest clubs, you're a nobody, or at least that is what the elite want you to believe. Top of the range clothing in Night City affords the wearer a myriad of interesting options. For example, clothing can now adapt themselves to temperature changes by monitoring body temperature and tightening or relaxing the weave to let air in or out. The weave can also adapt itself in situations to bestow additional protection in hostile conditions, such as being weatherproof, acid-proof, fireproof, or harden itself. This provides insight into how the samurai jacket can offer several resistances. Hey samurai, are you interested in more Cyberpunk Red content? Then be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for chipping in.